Hello and welcome to Waffly Bollox, the wrestling podcast that knows what day the bins go out, actually. I'm MJ, aka Rasta Trash, and my co-host is Sarah, aka Awfully Waffly. Hiya!
Hello!
Hello! Merry betweeny Christmas,
Yay.
the perennium Christmas.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I'd like this time of year generally, because I just like not having to do anything, and no one else is doing anything either, so it's not even like I'm like, oh, I'm off work,
You're not
but
obliged.
I know the emails are piling up, because they're not, because no one's at work. Yeah, and I don't
It's
get
fine.
bored, because I can entertain myself very easily.
Same. Yeah, that's my thing. It's like, oh, but you get bored like doing stuff and working at home and things like. No,
No.
you have no idea how many things I can find to entertain myself. I'm fine.
endless things. So yeah, we're recording on the 30th of December, which is a Tuesday, and I'm not sure we've ever recorded on a Tuesday before.
I don't know if we have, because normally after pay-per-views it's like a Monday.
Yeah.
Generally. Yeah.
Very weird.
I think we've recorded on a Wednesday before. Possibly.
Wednesday
Or
would
have
be
we
a
not?
really
Maybe
weird
we
one, because
haven't.
it'd be a Dynamite day. I don't know, but
It would.
But yes, it's been Christmas. It's been a pay-per-view, and it's going to be Wrestle Kingdom next weekend. So I'm trying to fit this in so we can record and I can edit and I can still watch everything I want to watch.
Yeah. So we could just squeezing ourselves into the most convenient slot we can find.
Yeah, so by the time you're listening to this, it might be 3 or 4 days later, but never mind. And we've also got loads to talk about because we didn't record after Dynamite on 34th Street or Christmas Collision.
No, we didn't. And stuff happened as well. Lots of
So
stuff
much
happened.
to fucking get through. But we persevere. Like the horrors.
Like the horrors, we persist.
Yes. So... I don't want to.
I don't want to do it. I don't want
want
to
to,
do it.
but
Oh, maybe do it.
We eat the biggest frog first.
Yeah.
And we have sort of established a tradition of when something horrifying happens in the main event of a pay-per-view, we talk about it first instead of leaving it till last so that we can
Get it the fuck out of the way.
and get on to more fun things and not have to end in a bad mood. So yeah, so let's get to the MJF of it all. And we have to start with me saying to you, apologies, you were right. I was wrong. You were right all along because you were like, it's going to be a 4-way and MJF's going to win. And I was like, let's not get mad at it until it happens. But it has happened.
Yeah, it has happened. I feel like I need to preface this with, before we start, with none of this criticism or critique is because Hangman didn't win. We all knew Hangman wasn't winning.
Of course we did.
Yeah. Of course we
I
did.
kind of thought Joe was retaining.
I thought the absolute best we could hope for was Swerve winning.
Swerve winning was my best outcome, as in, like, I would love to see him with the belt again. So, yeah.
Yeah. So that was the absolute best we could hope for. So just what a preface what we're about to get into with it's nothing to do with Hangman losing. It is everything to do with everything else.
Everything to do with everything else. So on Christmas Day Dynamite, as I have been informed that it was Dynamite on 34th Street, not just as a name check to the Christmas movie, but because the Hammerstein Ballroom is actually on 34th Street.
It is, yeah. It's on 34th Street in Manhattan, I believe.
So, yeah, we've learned. So, and we will not retain this information for very much longer, but for a moment we knew something about geography. So on that episode, MJF had a squash match against, I believe, Dustin Waller, and then he was going to say something after his match, but Hangman and Swerve appeared out of the crowd before he could get into it. And Kat and Adam from Chatter Machine were up on that balcony, and they were like 3 people away from Hangman, which is very exciting for them.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We like catching our buddies on TV.
I love it. I'm obsessed with trying to spot people. And Hangman finally got the sort of reply to MJF's previous week's horrors, and it was good. I I massively liked what Hangman said and what Swerve said, which I guess we should quote for the record. But after having interrupted MJF, Hangman said, "Say what you were going to say, make another lowbrow 1990s misogynistic, bottom of the barrel, morally reprehensible joke at our expense. Go ahead and do it. I'm sure the casting directors and the PR teams of the movies that you would love to be in would love to hear the things that you say in public, so do it. Go ahead and compare us to another sex pest in the news, because we've got a whole slew of them to choose from." Which, in just a couple of lines, gets so much across. Fucking hell.
Yeah, just sums up the entire, that sort of paragraph just summed up the entire fucking problem with MJF as a character. It's like, we have to hear this bullshit in real life all the time. Seeing it in fiction is like, because it's so banal. That's the thing. It's so banal. It's like banal evil. Yeah. And it's like, there's plenty of that in real life. I don't particularly need it in my wrestling as well. And it's like, oh, well, he's just playing a character. No one's saying that he isn't. No one's saying that he isn't playing a character. It's just the character is tone deaf in the current climate. Yes. It's tone deaf. It's depressing. It's boring because fuck, we've heard it all before. We've heard it many times from many people, from many boring bastards. And just because it's coming out of MJF's mouth doesn't make it any more interesting. It's like, he is capable of some brilliant character work, is Maxwell. The man who plays Maxwell Jacob Friedman. And he's brilliant at certain types of character work when he chooses to do it. And it's like, well, he's trying to get booed. And it's like, I'm not entirely convinced that he is, to be honest. But also, it's like, people aren't booing him. So that is also an issue. The issue is that, yeah, you can say this reprehensible shit, and it's slightly less awful if the crowd don't react like he's saying nice things or good things or clever things or funny things or interesting things. If the crowd are giving it a babyface reaction, it creates a situation where certain people in the fandom are made to feel unwelcome and uncomfortable. Again, for the 79th time this year, yeah. It's not good heat. It's the, I am repulsed by you and I want to turn the TV off heat. It's, I'm reconsidering cancelling my subscription heat, yeah. Yeah. Like, I mean, it's like I've said many times, like, there is enough on the show to keep me entertained. So it's like, I'm not going to say, oh, I'm unsubscribing, I'm cancelling, whatever. It's not that, but I will just not pay attention to the men's world title scene until he does something interesting, until he does something entertaining, until he does something that isn't just completely repulsive to hear. You know, because, like I say, there are plenty of people saying shit like that in real life. So when I say I'm thinking about cancelling my subscription or whatever, it's not that I don't like anything about the show, but it's that, for me, it's like, yeah, Max is just one guy saying stuff, but the way it's presented with how commentary react to it and how the crowd react to it and how he just keeps being given more and more time to do it, it makes the whole show kind of complicit in that. It's I've talked about this before, back when we had the whole sex trafficking segment, where I was like, oh, this is not where I want to be. And I was just thinking as well about, you might have to fill in some gaps here, but when he was in WWE, Bryan Danielson, I'm not saying Daniel Bryan, didn't he have a heel gimmick that was about being an obnoxious vegan? Yes. So yes, he did. That's the thing where you're like, well, that's quite unpleasant, because being a vegan is not inherently heelish, but being a misogynist should be. Like, it matters what the show presents as a villainous trait. And if they're saying being a disgusting racist misogynist is kind of okay, actually,
that is more of a problem than if they're saying it's terrible. And the way that this was all handled is that Max got to come out and say those things and nobody got to reply to him in the moment. We had to wait until like the next week.
Yeah.
And I'm just
that's
really
the thing.
okay
I think a lot of the ick would have gone away slightly if you'd have had Swerve and Hangman say what they said the week after.
Yeah, right when it happened.
In that moment, right when it happened.
Because then it feels more like a condemnation.
A lot of it.
But I do think it's because this is, with the exception of probably Hangman and Swerve, or the men who play them, everyone seems to kind of think it's fine to do this and be like, oh yeah, we can do this as a character and whatever, and not think about how that feels to members of the audience who are in those demographics who are being targeted.
Yeah. It's the way it's framed for me. If it was immediately slapped down and treated as a bad thing, then that would be one thing. But you've got the crowd reaction, and this is the thing, that AEW can't control the crowd reaction, but at the same time, I feel like whenever MJF says a line, he's looking for a pop. He isn't looking for a boo.
Yeah. Well, and you say that they can't control the crowd reaction, and that is true to an extent, but there are things that they can control, which is what commentary say about it, how it's presented in the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
And to slightly get ahead of ourselves, like things like Max's entrance at the pay-per-view, he had a bunch of women extras to use as props, and he came out of the Cody Vader. I'm not letting him come out of the gremlin hole because that's not for him, that's for the box. So he didn't come out of the heel tunnel, is what I'm saying. So like there are all these kind of cues that the show gives you to how you're supposed to react to someone, and they're not doing it. They're not telling us this is bad. So all we have is Hangman and Swerve doing it themselves the week after. And like, I know the show is booked, and you know, I'm not saying that those men took it upon themselves to do this. It's just that it doesn't feel like a condemnation from the show. It's a condemnation from those characters, and that doesn't quite work for me. As much as I did love that segment, though, there was just a lovely bit when Swerve got on. Actually, my favourite bit. Sorry, try and finish one thought, Sarah. No. When he first got the microphone, people were chanting, "He's our scumbag," and other people were chanting, "No, he's not." And to kind of head that off, and to show how you can control the crowd reaction, Swerve turned round to the crowd and just said, "Oh, trust me, he's about to be my scumbag now." So, like, there are ways that they could be managing it. And Maxwell can do it. I know he can. So if he's not doing it, that's a choice. Anyway. Yeah, then Swerve says, you know, "Never in my life have I met such a selfish, egotistical, narcissistic, bigoted, idiotic, jealous piece of garbage as you. On top of all that, you are a man who has power, and that right there is a toxic combination for any man in this world. So quite frankly, that makes you more of a diddy than I will ever be." And for that, gold star.
Brilliant.
Just fucking perfect.
Incredible work.
Yeah.
Yeah, Swerve and Hangman fucking carried this.
They did.
And it's criminal that one of them didn't walk out of it with the title, to be honest.
Exactly.
But, you know, it was going to be, if it was going to be anyone, it was going to be Swerve. And it should have been.
It should have been
frankly.
Swerve. And that's the thing, is like, if we're being told, he's saying that because he's a heel and you're supposed to hate it. Okay, so why does the booking immediately reward him with the title?
Yeah, exactly. Why does the booking reward him with the title? Why does nobody really... I mean, because MJF doing far less bad things has elicited a more violent condemnation from, like, commentary and, like, the talk around the show kind of thing. It's like he's done far less bad things and it's gotten a bigger reaction.
Yeah.
Than him just coming out and being a disgusting misogynist. And then it's kind of like, in the past 12 months, the response to it is kind of like, oh, you big silly bigot.
Yeah,
like,
which is why what? I think while it was happening, I really enjoyed the whole brochachos thing, and I thought it gave us insight into Max, like a different side to his character. But I think it actually is a problem because you've now taught everybody to be like, oh, he's a scumbag, but we love him. And they're not going, hold on, wait, we shouldn't be loving this. This is terrible behaviour.
Yeah. I think maybe they just shouldn't have turned him back heel.
Yeah, exactly.
But then that would have probably made it worse because whenever he did come out with something absolutely fucking awful, then it definitely would have been like, oh, you.
Well, he just shouldn't be fucking awful, should he? Like,
but he can't seem to help himself. This is the thing.
Yeah.
He can't seem to help himself. I'm sure he's not unaware of the reaction that this gets every time it's happened.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm just going to keep doing it. It's like, okay? Like, that doesn't seem like a good idea. But, you know, when people are cheering him for it.
Yeah.
Because someone was saying, well, he's trying to say these awful things to get booed. And I'm like, well, it isn't working. It's like, how far are you going to let him go to try and get booed if that's the case?
I fully think he knows how to get booed without doing this. I'm sure
I think he does as well, because he has been.
Yeah.
He has been.
So,
it's just lazy. It's so lazy. It's almost like the awfulness of it all doesn't even register anymore. It's lazy and it's boring.
It's so boring. That's the thing. Like when he was yelling into the camera, like, I don't care if you're angry and you hate this and you hate me or whatever. It's like, I'm just bored.
Yeah.
Completely
bored.
Do I sound angry? No, I'm bored. I'm bored. Who I'm angry with more is all the people that are desperate to defend it and throwing around like, oh, you're just not being logical, you're being emotional. It's like, well, I think it's actually valid to be emotional about things like this. And just because you're a cis white guy and it doesn't fucking affect you. Anyway, let's try and get through this segment. I did think we should have borrowed Chatter Machine's egg timer rant, like 3 minutes, go, and then you stop.
Maybe. But I also think it's good for us to work through it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's healthy.
Yeah, maybe. So the thing is, the 4-way, a lot of it was actually quite fun. The actual match,
really good.
Lots of it really, really
Everything
enjoyable until the end.
This pay-per-view, in general, was brilliant up until the last 3 minutes, I thought. Like, literally until the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, so things I liked. Swerve, like, bending over to let Hangman flip over him and do the buckshot. The bit where Joe did some kind of, like, tope thing into Swerve and Hangman and just, like, they just sort of bounced him off them. I can't describe it, but it was really, like, fun to watch. Cool. The bit where Joe had got them all down on the mat and tried to pin all of them in turn to try and get the win. That was quite fun. So lots
Joe was
fun
pretty
stuff.
Fun.
Yeah.
Joe was pretty fun in this match, to be fair. I do think that he's been done kind of dirty, where it's like he's had 2 title runs and they were both a bit nothingy.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was just kind of, he was a spare part in this storyline. Like, the storyline leading up to this match. Especially once they inserted Max into it.
But I don't know why they even did it. Why didn't they just have Max take it off Hangman? What was the need? I don't
understand. There was no need. I don't think there was any need. The only way that would make sense was if they were trying to protect Max from the reaction he would have gotten if he'd have beaten Hangman.
But why would you do that if he's a heel?
Exactly. Exactly. Why would you do that if he's a heel?
But then, like, as we get towards the end, there was a bit where on commentary they were talking about, like, it's a flashback to Worlds End 2 years ago when Joe beat Max. And I've seen people being like, oh, it had to happen because he had to get his win back over Joe. And I just think,
why?
Who cares? Like, is anyone really bothered about finishing that story? Does anyone even remember that?
Wrestling, yeah.
Who fucking cares?
Does everybody have to get their win back?
No.
Because I think that's a stupid rule, to be honest.
A nonsense. There was a bit where Joe had Max in a coquina clutch and Swerve broke it up. And I thought, oh, you silly boy. You should have let that one go.
Yeah.
But Hangman hit 2 buckshots on Joe and that wasn't enough to take him down, which is a whole other issue that we don't have time to get into, but
yeah,
that didn't work. And then Max popped in, hit Hangman with a low blow, and since there's no DQs in a 4-way, to all the negative ass scumbag fucks out there. Then Max jumped in, hit Heat Seeker on Joe, won the title, and then nothing. Like, we ended the pay-per-view on Max is the new winner. Like, the last few, there's been like something happens at the end, something else happens, and you're like setting up the next bit of the story. And this one was like, nah.
This is just MJF wins, lol. Like, that was all it was.
And then we're like, we're going to hear from MJF on Dynamite. And I'm like, must we? I'm bored already.
Do we have to? Yeah, I am. Before he's even opened his mouth, I am tired of it. I'm thinking, might just pause it when he starts talking and then skip it through.
Well, yeah, that is the benefit of watching the next day.
That interests me.
Skip forward a bit.
Well, yeah, this is the thing. It's like, because I'm watching live, what I have to do is pause it and then, like, skip it on. I think I can probably go
for a walk around the block.
Coffee. Yeah, I mean, it's going to take a good 15 minutes for him to say what he's going to say. So,
well, this is the thing, I guess, is the danger of us recording today and potentially putting out this episode this weekend is it will have happened and people will know what happened and we don't know right now. But I do think that even if every time MJF ever came on screen again, Hangman and Swerve were there to tell him off, I still think this was done badly. And I don't think that is going to happen. But even if...
I don't think that is going to happen.
I still wouldn't be happy. So there.
Thing is, even if it did happen, the crowds would start booing them.
Fuck my life. Yeah.
It's not just a show issue. It's not just an issue with the way they frame it on the show. It is an issue with the crowd.
It's an issue with misogynists. Yeah. Well, it's an issue with the world we live in. And I think... it just feels depressing because of all the way we want to believe AEW is an alternative in every way and not just they actually still fall into so many of the same traps.
I mean, they do. Let's be real, they do.
Of course they do. I wish they wanted to be better, but I don't think they do. I genuinely don't see any real attempts to be better. Like Toni saying, oh, we don't really mind about calling it the Men's World Championship, and that fucking social media graphic. I actually don't think they care.
No, I think there's people within the company you do.
Yes.
But I don't think they have...
but it's not policy.
...the power to enact the changes that are required. Because it's all got to go through Tony Khan.
Yeah.
And Tony Khan isn't interested in being better or improving it. For whatever reason that is, whether it's Max makes the money or whatever, it's like... It feels very much like there is like I said last week, there's a certain demographic of people that he wants to attract, and there is the demographic that he has in real life.
Yeah.
Which is far more diverse and mixed than... the one that he would like. And nobody's saying that things need to be catered to everybody all the time. Like, that's impossible. You can't do that. But not alienating a section of your audience. A section of your audience who do spend money on subscriptions and merch. And actually, probably more than a lot of people do, you know, outside of that demographic kind of thing. You know, the girlies spend money on merch
yeah,
and bits and pieces and things because we like having bits and pieces. So I think you are sort of doing yourself, the company, a detriment by alienating those people.
I think what makes it feel particularly difficult to deal with is it's the same problem that the Labour Party are having and the Democrats are having, which is they're going, oh look, there's this horrible far right presence, we have to attract them, so let's be awful. And you're like,
yeah,
actually no, there's actually lots of people that would like a better option. And
yeah,
now I can't support you. Like AEW feels like they're doing that, where they're just like, oh yeah, let's court the absolute worst of the worst. It's like, what if you didn't? What if you chose not to do that?
What if you didn't? Yeah, you could just not do that. It costs $0 to not do that.
Just be fucking better. But again, like, yeah, Hangman's win felt symbolic in that way, but now it feels like it wasn't at all. It's just...
It feels very much like people are clamouring for this, we'll give it him and then sack it off immediately after. Mm-hmm. Like, we'll just give him this to shut them up. That almost feels like, and I'm sure it's not the way the people delivering the lines intended it to be, but it does very much, because MJF won after, it does feel like the stuff that Hangman and Swerve said was, oh, look, we've called it out now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shut up about it.
Absolutely fucking not.
But it doesn't work like that if you then reward the guy for being disgusting.
No, I'm just so fucking tired of it, of just seeing the same thing play out over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And no one
it's
learning.
Boring.
And
it's so
no
boring.
Learning and
it's
no one
like
better.
we've spent so much time on it, and it's boring. I'm the people are listening who are
Sorry,
listening.
lads.
Sorry, but at the same time, it's like it would feel remiss not to say something about it, because it needs saying. It needs saying. Someone needs to hear some sense somewhere.
I know. I think we need to get better at clipping and promoting stuff, because I think we are probably preaching to the choir here, and it is kind of like reassuring to hear people say the things that you think and want to hear said, but equally, I want to say it to everyone. I've been doing too much arguing on the internet recently, but I'm going to do more.
Yeah, sorry about it. We're not going anywhere, so, deal with it.
Yeah.
Deal with us, bitches.
Okay.
I'm tired of talking about it. We don't want to have to spend 40 minutes.
How much
on
more
this.
would we rather spend our time, like, being happy?
Exactly. I would much rather be talking about how much I enjoyed the world title match, because everyone involved had done really good work. But we're not, because one of them hasn't.
No. I'm giving it a heart rating of -1,000,000,000,000, and I hate everything.
Can we please just give that -1,000,000,000,000 purely to MJF? Because I don't think the other three deserve it.
All right, yeah. -1,000,000,000,000 for MJF.
And everyone else did great, sweetie.
Everyone else did great. Spoiler alert, we will be coming back to feelings on MJF later in the schedule, but for now, we're going to move on. We are going to move on.
Moving swiftly on. Well, not so swiftly, but,
moving extremely slowly on. Moving real slow. 0 hour. 0 hour matches do not receive our patented heart ratings. In fact, let's work on the premise that we could have a new listener. Do you like my optimism? We can have one new listener. Yay!
Yeah. Yay!
So our tradition for pay-per-views is that we give each match a heart rating, which is kind of like Dave Meltzer's star ratings, in that he fully grades matches with his heart, but gives them stars. His ranking scale goes from absolute 0 to infinity, and therefore so does ours.
Yeah. Deal with it.
So, but yes, 0 hour matches don't get them, because the first time we did this, we forgot to give it to them, and then we had to pretend it was a conscious decision. So
yeah, we meant to do it.
but it's fine. So we first match of the pay-per-view was the Sisters of Sin, Julia Hart and Sky Blue versus Hyan and Maya World. And this was really fun, and I liked it. I like the Sisters of Sin. I love to see them. My only complaint is there was no Tekla.
Where that was a shame. That maybe she'd gone back to Austria for Christmas.
Oh yeah, that's true. She's allowed to do that. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, maybe. I just wanted to say, Brian Alvarez will be very proud of you for explaining all that to the casuals.
the casual fans of Waffly Bollox. Hey, I'm happy to have. No, I don't. I don't want any casual fans. If you're here, you must love us wholeheartedly. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Cult members only.
Cult members only. Apply for your membership card at the usual address. What did I need to say about this match?
It was very fun.
It was really fun.
It was a very fun match. I like Julia a lot. I would like to see her do a bit more submission stuff more than striking, because I think she's really good at windy things and a bit of techers, and I think she should lean into that. And it's not a criticism of what she's doing now by any stretch of the imagination, but I have noticed that she's really good at submission stuff. So I would like to see that. I would like to see Julia do a bit more techers.
I like it anytime I see someone do like a flying octopus, and she does that sometimes, and that's fun.
Yeah, she does that really well as well. That's what I'd be thinking. Like, there's that and the Heartless. Yeah. Like, I think she'd kick ass as like a submission specialist. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, let's put her in a match with Kenji.
Yeah.
My one thing about this match was, did something get fucked up at the end? Because it seemed a bit confused and I couldn't tell if it was intentional. Because Sky tagged in, I think, when Hyan was legal, but Maya World got in there and she ended up fighting her and pinning her. And I thought, was she supposed to have tagged in? But she hasn't, because then the ref was yelling like she's not legal. And then we sort of moved to the finish really fast after that, and I was just like, did you forget to tag in, or I don't know. I don't know what
something went wrong.
Something was a bit weird.
I'm not entirely sure what went wrong, but like something
massively,
went wrong.
Like not like ruin the day. I was just like, oh, hang on, you what?
Shit happens.
Shit happens.
I think that we can put that one down to shit happens.
The thing is, though, if it was a shit happens thing, it's like, well, they played it correctly, because it was like, oh, she's not legal. Okay, wait, I better attack the one who is legal and pin her, and that's how the match ends. Yeah. Rather than like do whatever the fuck Christian did when his thing fucked up and just shout about it. Anyway,
yeah. They should have just rolled with that, shouldn't they? Because it just made everybody look completely insane.
Yeah.
But then I was entertained, so am I that bad? No.
It's true. No.
We should also point out that Hyan and Maya World are now signed.
Yay!
Yay!
We got a new female tag team. It wasn't the one that we thought we were going to get a few weeks ago, but we got one, and they're good.
Upgrade is what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, good shit.
Yeah.
Yay! Love that for them. Loved their Christmas jumpers.
Oh my god, they were Christmas cardigans. They were so cute.
Christmas cardies.
Yeah, lovely. And they got an entrance. I guess that was the sign that they were signed. Yeah, good times.
Yeah,
good
fucking
shit. Times.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Yes.
See what you can get out of 3 minutes? Crazy.
Yeah, I hope it wasn't a spite thing. I hope it was just purely like, yeah.
I don't know, because they are genuinely brilliant as well. Like that, it's not even like you couldn't even make that implication. I don't think, because they are that good. We've seen them. We've seen how good they are. So I don't think that's a factor at all.
No, all good. So yeah, then we had a singles match between Eddie Kingston and Zach Gibson of the Grizzled Young Veterans, which was a follow-up to the match that he had against James Drake on Ring of Honor. GYV, or specifically Zach, I think, are so chopsy. Like, there is no other word for it. Like, they don't shut up. They're so loud.
No.
So
it's
loud,
like
so
they
scarce.
Almost don't need microphones.
No.
That's how loud they are.
Some people you struggle to hear, but not them. I love that they're chatting when they're coming in. They're in the ring, chopsing away. They're on the apron, yapping away. Like, I love them. They're fun. But Eddie
they're
has
so fun. I am glad that they're using GYV more, because I was like, for a bit they didn't, and it was like, ooh. Oh, I hope they use them more. And they have been using them more, particularly on Ring of Honor. So, yeah, good stuff. They're a cracking team, though. They're really good.
Yeah, and then at the end of the match, Ortiz came back.
Yay!
That came out of nowhere. That was a big surprise, wasn't it? We didn't know. I don't know if we knew anything about this, did we?
I don't think we knew anything. I was hoping for it at some point. When Eddie came back, I was like, oh, I hope this means like Ortiz will come back at some point. And he did! Hooray! But yeah, because he's been injured, I believe, and I think he's been doing stuff backstage as well, I think.
Okay.
Like coaching and stuff. Huh. So good to see him back on the telly.
Yeah, now Eddie's
looking
got a
well
new friend
as well.
Because Eddie thought he had a friend in Hook, but he didn't. So it's nice that he's got a friend.
No, it is. I like it when Eddie has friends. I still think he may acquire another one sometime soon.
Me too.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
We shall see.
Yeah, that was fun. It was it was sort of a Ring of Honor match because that's where this has been playing out. But fun times.
Fun times.
And then speaking of Ring of Honor, we had a match with, bizarrely, so Bandido teaming with Mascara Dorada against the Don Callis families, Mark Davis and Rocky Romero, which is, though neither of those is a real tag team.
No. Well, I don't know, actually. To be fair, I don't know how much Bandido and... Oh, no, because they wouldn't... Yeah, Bandido's only recently gone back to CMLL, hasn't he? So I don't think they're necessarily an established team either.
I don't think they are. And it did make me a bit sad because, obviously, Mark Davis makes me sad for the days of Aussie Open, as great as Kyle Fletcher is as a singles wrestler. In fact, I think I had a dream that he grew his hair back into that weird...
Bring back the curtains!
Trying desperately to bring it back. And Rocky... And seeing Rocky makes me a little bit sad / worried because where is Greg? What have we done with Greg? Have we lost him again?
Where is he? Where is Trent?
Because
wherefore
the
art
last
thou,
time
Trent?
we saw him, he had that match against Big Boom AJ where he smashed the plaster cast off his arm. And we thought that meant that he was probably better, but now I worry that that's not the case. And I enjoyed that he popped up when everybody was replying to William Regal's long screed about neck health to be like, I'll tell you what I think about necks or whatever it was. And then somebody tried to take the piss out of him being like, you can't talk about necks. And he was like, I broke the screws in my neck because they were weaker than my neck bones. I'm amazing. Yes. Yeah, you're the best.
Oh, bless him.
I miss him. But yeah, I got some lovely Rocky times, so that was nice.
It was, and I'm glad that Davis got to come out to the RPG Vice music rather than the brown noise.
Yeah,
God
there's been
it.
some real choices about music lately, and I don't know what's going on with that. But I did see that Ruckus skeeted today that there's lots more AEW music coming down the line, so who knows what that will entail.
That's cool.
Bandido, Ring of Honor World Champion Bandido, got the pin on Rocky Romero, which I just thought was disrespectful because he's the most important man in wrestling, the most influential man
Rocky
in wrestling.
Romero's going to bring about world peace. What were you doing, making him take the pin?
We have to protect him. Don't be doing bad things to him. Look after that man. He's very important. Yeah.
Don't be suplexing Rocky Romero. How dare you?
No. Please don't. What if you drop him? No, it doesn't bear thinking about.
What if you drop him? I think he'll be fine.
My partner's was watching this match with me, and he's like, I don't buy Rocky as a heel. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, look at him, he's so adorable. I concur.
I mean, it's a fair comment. He is adorable.
He's adorable. Oh, bless him.
His little cheek. Rocky, yo.
I love him. And then after this match, we got a little trailer for El Clon saying, well, I got excited and then I thought about it more, where it was like, El Clon will be on Collision in 2026. Like, that's not much of a commitment, is it?
When in 2026?
I mean, I am desperate to see that man wrestle, so I hope that means like soon in 2026.
Yeah, fingers crossed it'll be soon. Oh my god.
Bring us the King of Strange Style. We need him.
Yes, we do. And I'm excited. Hopefully that means he's cleared now. Fingers crossed, so it won't be too far into 2026 when we're going to see him.
Fucking hell. Like, well, you'll probably be back by next December. Yeah. And then the final 0 hour match was a real, let's throw some men together match. But I was delighted by it because at least 7 out of these 8 men I love and adore, where we had Jet Speed and Jurassic Express versus The Demand and Josh Alexander for some reason. Because, my partner was going, wait, so it's Ricochet and the Don Callis family. And I was like, no, don't know why this is happening, but okay.
Yeah, it was a bit weird that. I think they sort of explained it by the sort of the clip where it was like Don and The Demand doing deals backstage, and then they went out to beat up Luchasaurus to take him out of the match, didn't they?
Yeah, but it's fine.
So
they're all bad
that was
guys.
how it was arranged.
They're all bad guys, so they're together. That's fine.
Yeah, they threw together an explanation. It's kind of like, well, it's a fucking 0 hour match,
boys,
isn't it?
It's 0 hour. And
Yeah,
Speedball was wearing Kevin Knight's pants because his own wrestling gear had got lost on the plane.
Yes, it did.
Oh dear.
Luckily, he has got it back, though. We watched Speed Vlog earlier on, and he's got his luggage back. So
specifically to
he's
find
all right
out
now.
what was going on.
Yeah,
with the
because
pants.
it was like, why does it say Knight on his pants? And I was like, oh no, it's like when you don't take your PE kit to school and you haven't got a note to get you out of it, and you've got to get other people's pants and like trainers out of the lost property box. It's never good.
Which is the look that Liam Slater actively goes for, but
Love that.
love that for us. I just really enjoy this match. I enjoy The Demand. I love Jet Speed. I love Jurassic Express. Josh Alexander has yet to make me love him, but I am open to it.
Well, he's done nothing to actively
It's
piss you
nothing
off.
actively
So
bad.
that's something.
He's just not done anything actively good yet, but he might.
He has to do something to pull on your heartstrings or something.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Mark Briscoe did it when he stole the remote control for the pyro. So it is that easy.
You just have to do something kind of unhinged and out of character, generally.
Yeah, it's all good. I enjoyed Ricochet looking like he was doing a little Macchiato iron head move, just like dropping his head.
He keeps doing that. He keeps doing that, and then I'm like, I don't know if he does, but I'm like, at some point, if you keep doing this, you're gonna have to give us Ricochet versus Macchiato. For the national title. That's just how it works.
This is actually my big plan for fixing AEW's belt problems, which is that there are far too many men's singles belts and not enough women's belts, which is send Ricochet out to an indie where they do intergender wrestling, have him drop the belt to a woman, could be Macchiato quite happily, and then she comes back and defends it on AEW and it ends up in the women's division. Problem solved.
That would be fun.
Partially solved, but like the fact that there are so many men's singles belts is just ridiculous.
And somewhat, I mean, related to a match later in the card, make the trios mixed.
That too, yes.
Like, why the fuck not? What
Why
the fuck
not?
is stopping you? There is nothing stopping you. I don't
think so. Well, there might be a network stop, but who knows? Who can
There
say?
might be a network stop, but we've run...
Or just only run trios matches on pay-per-views and then it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, but there has been intergender matches with the men and the women mixing it up on TV. So I don't know if it's that much of an issue with the network, is it? Maybe? I don't know.
Fuck knows. The thing with making the trios intergender is I would not like it to end up being a situation like it was when Rev Pro kind of did that, where they ran a whole trios tournament and there was one woman on one team. And you're like, well, that is notionally intergender, but really it's not really what we were looking for.
It's not at all.
That.
No.
So yeah, it would be nice to do some of that, but
if you're gonna do it proper.
Put it on the wish list. And then that was it for 0 hour. And there was no tailgate brawl and it was all just one show and nobody was confused. So that was nice.
I'm glad that 0 hour came back. I don't enjoy the tailgate brawls as much as I enjoy 0 hour because I like the bits with like Renee and RJ and Jeff for me sins. I quite enjoy those bits. So it's like, okay, so you're making me choose between watching that and watching wrestling, and I would actually be fine watching both. Can we not have both in the same show? I would prefer that.
I did like it that at least 0 Hour was an hour, though, because when we started to do those weird, like, 2 hour, 0 hours, I'm like, no, absolutely not. Your pre-show is an hour. A lot. Behave yourselves.
Yeah, I think an hour is about right.
It's absolutely fine. Yeah.
But I do enjoy, like, 0 Hour because they get, like, guests on and stuff. And, like, last time they did the Tailgate Brawl, Wang, who was a YouTuber who's very entertaining. If you like weird shit from the internet in the sort of early days of the internet and some pretty gross stuff as well, to be fair. Wang was on that 0 Hour that they showed on YouTube that, like, everyone was watching the Tailgate Brawl, so we missed that completely. And it's like, you're not going to go back after the fact and watch 0 Hour, are you? So it's like, I like the two being blended, and I think they should keep doing that.
Yeah.
Even if it means putting, like, Renee and RJ and Jeff on the telly, like, to do those bits on TV, like, merge the two, and if you're going to make it an episode of Collision, like the Tailgate Brawls were, just have them still do the 0 Hour stuff on there, because surely that kind of builds anticipation for the, like, if they're like calling who they think's gonna win and stuff like that, like surely that would draw people in to buy the pay-per-view.
And I should say, I nearly forgot that we got a little visit from Adam Cole on 0 Hour.
We did, and he sounded very hopeful that we were going to see more of him in 2026. So in whatever capacity that is, I'm excited.
I would be perfectly happy if he was on commentary or backstage or anything. Yeah.
Fine with it.
I just, look after him. He's a good boy.
He's a good boy. I whichever form that comes in, I'll be delighted to see more Adam Cole next
I would
year.
like to see, like, in fact, I'm quite happy if he came back in character as his most plotting, manipulative, horrible gremlin self and was just fucking stuff up backstage, just walking around telling people bad
just
things.
Causing problems.
Yeah, it'd be great. Just causing problems on purpose. Adam Cole causing problems on purpose would be lovely. It could be
that would be so fun.
It could be a new BTE segment as well, like like the Trent Barretta breaking the rules, but it's Adam Cole causing problems on purpose. That'd be great.
I'd love that. Do that. Brilliant.
That's all I want. I don't want the rest of this. Take it away. Okay.
See, we were never this one because it's a pretty C2 heavy. Like this is like a pay-per-view that has already been, with the main event aside, it's a pay-per-view that's been designed to piss you off.
It has, and no Young Bucks either. There was some joy.
No.
I will say something happened on this pay-per-view that I'm like, that is enough joy to carry me through until at least the new year. So we opened with the Continental Classic semi-final with the Gold League runner-up versus the Blue League winner, which turned out to be Okada versus Takeshita. So this is my second mea culpa of the podcast. I said the C2 was boring because it was obviously going to be an Okada-Takeshita final and Takeshita would win, and that did not happen. So there you go. I admit it. I was wrong. I was not correct. That's fine.
Yeah. To be fair, I think it did feel like that was the direction it was going in. To be fair, the way this, I mean, we'll get into it, but the way it finished, I wasn't expecting at all, to be honest.
No.
But I think that in some ways that's like could have potentially been a pivot, because everyone was going, oh, well, this makes it really obvious. So maybe they just went, fuck you, it isn't. Just changed their minds.
Tony can't.
In which case, it was a good. It wasn't just you saying it either, though. It was a lot of people saying it's really obvious that this is heading for like Okada versus Takeshita in the final. Maybe it was they just saw all that talk and went, well, no. And if that's the case, why didn't you do it for the main event?
Yes.
You fuckers.
We did still get Okada Takeshita on the pay-per-view, so there is that.
We did, and it was the semi-final, so I mean, it was still definitely going to happen at some point.
But I thought Takeshita would win, and he didn't, because Okada did big cheating with the Callis family screwdriver.
Yes, yeah, he did. And I love the way that this threaded into the next match as well.
Yes. I kind of want to mash these two together for that reason. I was watching the referee while Okada was finding the screwdriver and going to use it, and I did find it very, very funny that there wasn't anyone there, because it's a Continental Classic. There wasn't anyone there to distract him, which is usually what they do when someone's going to do something naughty like this.
No.
The ref just had to like suddenly find something very interesting on the other side of the room to look at. I was like, yeah. But no, Takeshita got screwdrivered and he lost, and then Okada put the screwdriver in his pants.
Yes, he did. He seemed to be having trouble getting them in his pants as well, which is also very funny. But yeah, it was like, because Okada got the screwdriver out of the turnbuckle, and then the ref turned around to check the turnbuckle because he'd seen him rummaging, I think.
Ah, okay.
So the ref turned around to check the turnbuckle and thingy. So he did actually have a reason.
By then it was far too late.
He didn't just go, oh, look at this corner over here.
Do you know what I love though is that the Don Callis family screwdriver, I guess to make sure that you, the audience, notice it, is fluorescent yellow.
Yeah.
You can't miss that.
Nobody else gets to use the neon yellow screwdriver. It is specifically their gimmick.
Yeah. But this was a good match, but it wasn't, I guess because it was a semi-final, so they were like holding back a little bit.
Yeah,
it was
they definitely were.
It was fine, but like it didn't set my world on fire. I like both of these guys a lot.
Yeah. It felt like they were definitely keeping some in the tank for the second go around.
Yeah.
Which is fair. I mean, like, because, it's one of those things where it does make sense to run a series of matches between them. Like, if they want to go more than once, then let them go more than once. So it does feel like, they were definitely holding back a little bit for when they do this again for whatever title. Could Okada try and call him out for the IWGP?
What, right after he retires Tanahashi?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe that's a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I wondered that because I was like, oh, they're going to be there. And I was like, oh, he's kind of busy. But,
yeah.
We'll see. We shall see. I feel like I would give this like a 3.5, 4 hearts.
Yeah, it's like... It was a solid 4 for me.
Right.
The match was really, really good, but it was really obvious that they were holding back.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean to say it's bad, because those two holding back is still
I don't think
really
they could
fucking good.
Have a bad match, but yeah.
No.
And then, so at the end of the match, Okada threw the screwdriver under the ring, and Don Callis left with him, having been on commentary for the entire match. And Renee came out to give us a little update on what Kyle and Mox have been up to, and said that Kyle Fletcher was not watching that match because instead he had been studying Mox's previous matches so that he would have an advantage in this match.
Yeah.
Which
then set up the next match quite nicely.
Yes. So then we go to Protostar versus Ace of AEW. Everyone has decided that they wanted Mox to win this. And I just don't understand wrestling morality anymore. I don't get it. I don't know what's happening.
I think Mox in this tournament somewhat baby-faced himself.
By losing a couple of matches.
Yeah, pretty much.
But that's
basically.
He did murders. He did actual murders. He poured bleach down Orange Cassidy's throat and he broke Chuck Taylor's neck. I am not forgiving him just because he lost a couple of matches.
No, but I do think he is about to get murdered. So I
don't know anymore, you know.
I think maybe they were setting him up for a murder, and the objective of this was to kind of not necessarily turn him babyface, although I think that's what's happened, just to soften the crowd up so that when he does get murdered, people won't go, yes, that's what you deserve. Like, there will be a part of us that goes, oh, Mox. Oh, no.
Well, but
you know what I mean?
Even have that just with him kind of going like, but I loved you all. And they're like,
yeah.
plastic bag
that would also work. But no, it's I guess it's the sort of pitfalls of like in-ring storytelling in that sense that you can't put a mic on Mox while he's getting murdered and be like, but I loved you. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, I get it. I do get it.
He can do that with his face.
He probably will, to be fair. He's very good at that stuff.
Good faces. I mean, both of these men are very good at doing character stuff with their faces and bodies. Both of them were doing extremely naughty boy stuff, even though this was a Continental Classic match. Kyle, I've just been really enjoying how mouthy he is as well, when he's just like, I'm just taking his shoe off, or whatever it was the other day. He had Mox trapped between the ring and the steel stairs, and I think the referee, I can't remember what they said, but it was something like, I'm just trying to win the match or something, and it's like, get in the ring.
yeah, Bryce was getting proper shouty at them both, doing, get in the ring!
They were being very, very, very naughty. And apparently this is where Mox, like, knocked half of his own tooth out. He, like, headbutted or, like, face planted onto the steps. So it wasn't even...
No, it wasn't even a thing that happened. It was like, he was selling his leg.
Right.
When Kyle moved the steps, he kind of went, and kind of fell forward, like he, you know, like it was like the steps were the only thing pinning him up.
Right.
And he kind of went, and kind of fell, and you heard his tooth hit the step. And it was like, oh no. It was, horrendous. Horrendous. I felt that. It was, it was horrible. Absolutely horrible. It was like, but like someone said on Blue Sky, Mox breaking his own tooth while selling his leg is the most Mox thing ever. And it's like, fair.
I mean, there is something about him in that, like, Mox moves in such a specifically Mox way that I think if we were trying to do like a devil storyline and put a mask on him, you would still know it was him.
You would instantly know it was Mox, yeah.
Because there is that slight thing of like, but he might just fall over. Like, he's incredibly
he's got
good
a bit of a
everything,
loose...
but he might just fall over.
Yeah, his limbs, he's very loose-limbed. He's like, he sort of floats to the ring almost.
He's
like a jellyfish.
Yeah, well,
or an octopus.
Yeah, something like that. Very silly. Yes, and so the narrative thread that links this to the previous match was that at a certain point in this match, Kyle went digging around in the turnbuckle looking for that screwdriver, but of course it wasn't there.
It wasn't there, yes. And now this raises the question of, did Okada get told by Don that the screwdriver was there and to use it on Takeshita? Or did Okada just overhear a conversation and knew it was there? And it's like, is that going to lead to some distrust between Kyle and Don as well?
Yeah, I did wonder, because at first I thought, oh, well, maybe it was just, it's the Don Callis family's screwdriver and it's kind of there for anybody who wants it. But then it's like, well then, but presumably Takeshita didn't know it was there. So
no, Takeshita didn't know it was there, and Okada definitely knew it was there.
And was he yes, he did. So was he supposed? Did they both know? But because we had the thing about, well, Kyle didn't watch the previous match, he didn't know that it had been removed. Yeah. So we don't know who put it there, who knew it was there. I hope we get to find out. I hope we get to have a Don Callis family dinner where they all have a big argument about it. That would make me happy.
Yeah. Like, I want, like, a game of Cluedo about it. Like,
yes. And I've just realised that I had a bunch of screwdriver charms for bracelets, and I've been using them for, like deathmatch related stuff, when I should have been making Don Callis screwdriver bracelets. And in fact, I will.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think I've got in that little set of beads that you gave me, I think I've got a screwdriver in there.
You may well, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've got a screwdriver in there.
because this was a semi-final, there wasn't the time limit, because Continental Classic matches are supposed to be 20 minutes and they can lead to a draw, but in the semi-final and the finals, there cannot be a draw, there must be a winner. And so this went over 20 minutes, and although it was really good, for my money, it was slightly too long.
Yeah,
I know everyone's like match
say...
of the year, but I'm like, it went on a bit.
I don't know if that... I don't know if it was my match of the year. I don't know if it was my match of the year, but it was certainly my match of the night, I would say. That and the mixed nuts match were my matches of the night for two very different reasons. But yeah, I would agree with that. It did go a little long. On the rewatch, I noticed that more than when I was watching it live, because I rewatched it with t'other half. So it did go a little bit long, but I really loved the storytelling that they did in the match. Like,
yeah, it was good.
It was really good. I really enjoyed that. I liked the kind of like Mox kind of... You got the impression that Mox felt like he was kind of outpaced and outgunned a little bit by Fletcher. And he was just doing whatever he could to get through it. Like, he was just trying to get a win. And you kind of felt that, and I enjoyed it. Because I think everybody went into this expecting, like, Kyle to kind of just maul Mox. And I'm glad that they subverted the expectation a little bit.
Yes, because many people thought, hey, Mox is going to eat so many pins in this tournament. And he did fucking not.
No, he didn't. He did not. Because I was like, that was my conspiracy theory for the C2. Was that Mox was going to be the designated pin eater, and he wasn't in the end. He wasn't.
Hey, look at all the fucking things we're admitting to being wrong about. We're so honest with our listeners.
God damn it. We are, if nothing else, we're honest at the very least.
Hey.
But yeah, it's... I'm glad that they did. I'm glad that they did subvert it. Like, because it did feel like at the start of the C2 that the results felt quite predictable, and then we did get a lot of surprises over the course of the tournament as well, because like...
Oh yeah, Kevin Knight and things.
Kevin Knight, yeah, like Kevin Knight beating Kyle and Okada.
And Jack Perry just being way more fun than I ever remembered him being.
Yeah. I thought Roddy was really good and fun in this tournament as well. Like, I enjoyed the story they told with Roddy. I liked it. I
enjoyed the post-match promos that they did for the last one, where we saw Orange Cassidy not talking, but in a way that was like he was so furious and just kind of overcome with the fact that he lost, rather than being a ye olde Orange Cassidy is too cool to talk. This felt very like pointed, and I thought, that's some lovely character work you've done there. That's truly impressive.
I think this was the best year so far they've done of like melding story into like a tournament.
Yeah, I think this was
the best one. Yeah. Of course, it's Bebo. He beat Fletch as well, didn't he?
Yes. Yeah, they both got surprising wins.
I'm trying to think now. Did Kevin beat Kyle as well?
I think no. I think he got.
No,
I think
just
they
beat
each got
Okada.
a win. Hang on.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find the grid.
It was both. They both got a surprising win over a member of the Don Callis family.
Yeah. Kevin beat Okada, and he got a time limit draw with Pac, which is impressive.
Yeah.
Good boy. Good boy.
Good boy.
And Speedball beat Kyle and... Oh, he beat Kevin. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
How many hearts do we give this match? Is this another 4? Or more than 4?
I think it's a 5,
Fucking
actually,
hell.
for me.
All right, I'm going to go with it because we know that I do not love the Continental Classic and I never will. Well, maybe I will. Who knows? Maybe put some more people that I like in it, see what happens.
Yeah. Try again next year. We're getting there. We are getting there.
We have a women's one next year. We can't. We're not allowed nice things. Tony Khan won't give us nice things because he's mean.
Mean. Horrible boy.
The most horrible of boys. Then we went to World Tag Team Championship Chicago Street Fight, FTR versus the Bang Bang Gang, and I really, really struggled with this one. I
unfortunately, although I was right back in there when Stoke got chucked at a table and didn't break it.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then it just fell on him. And I saw Chuck Taylor's tweet where he was like, I tried for 20 years to be a comedy wrestler and I never did anything as funny as this.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Stoke is the table. Brilliant. he did. Oh man, he just bounced off it and landed back first on the floor. That had to have sucked. Oh, bless his heart. Poor little Stoke.
Poor little Stoke. Yeah.
But I bet he is fun to throw around.
For sure. I don't understand why we couldn't let the Bang Bang Gang win this one.
Because we know why. Because we know fucking why. It's been preordained.
We at least did not get the fucking predicted return of Cope and Christian, thank fuck. Although I should touch wood or something because I say this on Tuesday and it could happen tomorrow.
It's probably going to happen tomorrow. I don't mind them being back. I just really hate how it's been seemingly preordained by everybody that they are the ones who have to beat FTR. And it's like, can they not do this without belts? Does the tag titles have to be involved? I don't know. I don't like it. I hate
it already. I'm bored of it already. I don't want to be bored. Surprise me with something fun, please. I'm giving this like a fucking 2.5 because it's completely nothingy to me. Like,
yeah, it was fun. There were some fun spots in it. Always loved to see Juice. I enjoyed Austin's his Turtles gear,
but I didn't like that FTR came in their normal gear. It's like, lads, it's a street fight. Did no one tell you?
Yeah, you're supposed to wear knee pads over your jeans if you're in a street fight. That's how it works.
But they didn't.
Kenny Omega said.
Boring. So boring. Such boring.
Yeah. It's like someone said earlier this week in my replies on Blue Sky was saying sort of they feel a bit out of place at the minute. Like, and sometimes it is a bit jarring. Like FTR, I do enjoy them more as heels, but in some points of the show, it does feel a bit like they're just a bit out of place, like a bit out of time almost in a way.
But not in a fun way.
Yeah. And it's like, if it was in a fun way, that would be slightly better.
Yeah, and on one of the shows, I can't remember if we talked about this, but they threw in Juice's face something about how his greatest accomplishment was being Mr. Tony Storm. And I was like, not in kayfabe, though.
No, that has never been mentioned in kayfabe.
Don't fucking killing the business, you fucks. Now who is killing the business?
It is you, FTR. FTR, you is killing the business.
Anyway, there's rules.
It didn't need saying, and there's like... There was other things he could have said without...
this is the thing. Why are they so fucking boring? And, yeah, I just... Them and MJF,
but I do like it when they
school.
do... Yeah, I do like it when they do really stupid heely things, like the thing with the stretcher and stuff, when they were like...
That was very funny. Yeah.
Chest compressions and stuff with the neck brace on. That was very funny.
That was funny. More of that.
Yeah. I would like them to be more funny than they are currently being. Because that was what made them appealing, is they started being funny when they turned heel, and then now they're not being funny, and it's boring.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep. So that was a big nothing, and I think there's no pleasure in the anticipation of what everybody thinks will happen. It's just like, oh, go on then, get it over with. I'm not looking forward to it. So
I don't mind predictable sometimes, but they have made certain things a bit too predictable, I would say, at times now. It's like there's predictable in a satisfying way, And then there's predictable in the, oh, God, okay, fine, let's just get it over with kind of thing. Like, that's not the feeling you want to have. Like, if it's something that you're anticipating, it's one thing. If it's something that's going to be fun and good, then that's cool. But it's just kind of not. It's just kind of like, oh, okay, so I guess this is happening, and then we've just kind of got to wait around for the next thing and hope that's better. Like, that isn't a good feeling.
I want to be anticipating something because the storyline makes me want it to happen. I don't want to be looking at the strings.
No,
you're looking at the strings,
I don't.
You're a freak.
Exactly, and it's like, if all you're being given is the strings, what can you do?
Yeah, you've got to put something on the end of the strings. Tony Khan, we in fact are not cats, and we need something to be on the end of the string.
Yeah, we don't just like batting at string.
No,
I think if it's a thing where it's like well built, and it's you're anticipating it because you're following the story and it's exciting. With both the tag titles and the world title, there isn't that. It's just like, because I'm not especially invested in that story to begin with. And I think it's kind of gone on a bit too long already. Yes. But like with the like men's world title, there was no build to it. It was just, right, well, we're just waiting for Max to turn up and declare it a 4-way. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's going to win it. What?
Why did it even have to be a 4-way? Oh, because it protects everyone, because then it can be like Joe can lose the title, but it's only because there was multiple men taking him down at the same time and Max cheated, and I'm just fucking... No, again, I'm looking at the strings. I don't want to look at the strings.
In all fairness, he didn't cheat, but it's like, I don't care.
He sort of did. Well, no, he did a low blow, but I guess that's not cheating, and it's certainly not cheating in a 4-way. I'm quoting Trent's tweet to myself again.
So it's kind of like, he did cheap out. He still cheaped out on the win. It's not like he did it completely clean and worked hard to do it, because he didn't do fuck all in the match. Like,
yeah.
You know... But it's like that's the difference, I think, is when it's been a well-told story and you're waiting for it to reach the inevitable conclusion, it's like, that's kind of fun because you know, you want that. But then if it's just a case of, all right, well, this thing's happened, here's Max. And it's like, there isn't even a story there. It's just like what we predicted would happen. And it did. It's not particularly interesting.
Boring.
Right.
Let's move on to the women's tag team championship match to cheer ourselves up. So we had the Babes of Wrath against Mercedes Moné and Athena, who got a rematch because they had a tantrum, essentially.
Yeah, basically. Like, which is apparently that's how we get matches booked these days, is throw a tantrum.
Because they were beaten in the first round of the tournament. They should have been like, no rematch for you.
Yeah, but, no rematch for you. So any of the other teams that got further should have probably
literally
gotten a shot before. Yeah.
No, I really enjoyed this match. It was really fun, because all these people are really fun wrestlers with big personalities. Yeah. And that's what I like.
Yeah.
I think the bit with Mercedes and Athena inevitably accidentally hitting each other and Willow just sort of standing to the side and laughing at them. That was good. Enjoyed that a lot.
It was good shit. Yeah, I enjoyed that. This was a thoroughly entertaining match. See, this is the thing. You've got Mercedes and Athena with their not matching gear. It's a curse. You've got to have matching gear, or you're not going to win.
Those two were not going to have matching gear because they are not a team.
No, this is true. But I also think that if you don't have matching gear, then you are doomed to fail.
I like it when they match. It's just, it's nice. I liked Harley Cameron hitting something that I think was a double crucifix. I was just like, I don't really know what that move is called, but it looked fucking gnarly.
Yeah. There was a couple of moves in this match where I was like, I'm not sure what that's called, but it looked like it sucked to take it. I'm just really chuffed for Harley. She's, she's done so well, and it's nice that she's getting rewarded for it. And she's just getting better and better all the time. She's looking really good in these tag matches as well. Yeah. So, yeah, I think putting her with Willow was genius move, really.
Delightful.
Loved it.
Super delightful. And because it ended with Willow pinning Mercedes, she now has a match for the TBS title on New Year's Smash, which is presumably Wednesday's Dynamite.
Yeah, Wednesday's Dynamite.
I think like a 4 for this match. It was really fun.
Yeah,
it was just it was just like a fun bit of silliness. Enjoyed it. Then we had a slightly disturbing short film by Darby Allin involving like a rotting dead rabbit.
I think it was, rotting dead rabbit. Something. Dude watched the fucking video for Hurt by 9 Inch Nails and went, yeah, I want to do that. Edgy.
Edgy. So edgy.
Versus Mr. I'm mad, me.
Yeah. Like, on the one hand, like, I know why this match is happening because it has had story setting it up.
Yeah.
With Darby putting Gabe in a body bag and dragging him along the road and Gabe throwing Darby down the stairs. And it is good to have a change of pace on a pay-per-view and have a range of different types of matches. Yeah. But I will say I just didn't care.
No, it was fine. I was entertained.
It was fine.
It was fine. I didn't have strong feelings one way or the other about it, really, which is, and this is the basis of our reviews generally, is how it made us feel, and I didn't really feel a whole lot, to be honest. I think
because it's like, like you say, it's like, oh, Darby, he's edgy, and Gabe, I'm mad me kid, and you're like, oh, they're gonna get really
they're just going to try and
bloody.
murder each other for 10 minutes, get messy, and then it's finished.
Yeah, but I don't think there was like a standout, oh my God, I can't believe they did that kind of moment. It was just a bit like...
No, there wasn't, no.
Fine. Oh, whatever.
I think maybe it was, in a way, kind of a breather match, I guess, because they didn't do anything spectacularly crazy.
It didn't really matter. I'll give it a 2.5 because it's like...
It was fine.
It's fine. I don't really care. It's fine.
No.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I think they're fine. The two of them are fine. I just wasn't especially invested in it, really.
No. Sometimes a match is not for me, and I hope
and it's
that
fine.
Whoever their fans are had a good time.
I'm sure they did. And but that's the thing. That's the thing with AEW. Not everything is going to be for you. But also at the same time, I would also like it if it didn't go out of its way to...
Oh, yeah, there's like, that's not really for me. And then there's that is actively trying to upset me.
Make
and
me
that's
turn
what I don't
off.
want.
Yeah. There's a line.
It's not even a line. There's like a fucking like football field in between those two things.
Yeah.
Between like... being like, yeah, it's fine, and being like, this actively makes me feel sick.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But that does bring us to the Mixed Nuts Mayhem match. I think I saw the graphic for this on social media before I saw the episode, and I definitely thought, I guess somebody will say that. Like, it seems like maybe Toni Storm will say that to set up the match. And then, no, nobody said it.
Nobody
Unclear why
said
it was called that. It didn't actually mean anything. Like,
no.
Guys, what is happening? Some people suggested it was named for the 1994 Christmas Nora Ephron film of the same title, but I'm like,
I guess.
That feels a little obscure. I don't know. I don't know. I think... I was thinking about this, and I think it's that I was really spoiled when I first started going to wrestling shows, because one of the first ones I went to was a TNT deathmatch tournament where one of the match formats was like pits of pain, and they had a series of paddling pools that all had like weapons in them. So one of them was full of thumbtacks, and one of them was full of like those carpet grippers, and then like one of them was full of lemon wedges, and like so there was like a sort of like inventiveness and creativity to that I keep expecting I will get in wrestling, and I don't. So when they say it's a Mixed Nuts Mayhem, and it's like, it means literally nothing, it's just a tornado tag match with some people.
Yeah. When they add mayhem to it, it makes me think it's going to be a plunder match, and then I was quite surprised when it wasn't.
It wasn't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. It was just a bit... It's fine. Like, it was an intergender tornado tag, and it had Roderick Strong, Orange Cassidy and Mark Briscoe, plus Toni Storm, against the Death Riders, that's great, fun times.
Brilliant. Love that.
I mean, I guess you couldn't go full... Well, I don't know. I was going to say you couldn't go full comedy, plunder, mayhem with the Death Riders because they're supposed to be a bit more serious than that. But there was some real silliness in this match.
There was. There absolutely was. Yeah. Because they're all silly. They're all silly people. They're all silly people, really.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And they did get some actual intergender stuff happening. Like Wheeler Yuta threw Toni over the ropes. But I did notice that when it was Orange Cassidy, he was being very careful with the women. And I sort of thought, especially in the case of Marina Shafir, I was like, I think she can take it. I think you can actually hit her. I think it's fine.
Yeah, I think it's probably fine. Bless him. Oh, bless him. I did enjoy the pockets bit.
The pockets bit with Marina that's what I was thinking of. Like, they both put their hands in their pockets and then she kicked him and I noticed he didn't do it back. And
no,
just kind of like let her get thrown over the ropes. But it was on her own momentum and it was like, oh, you are being a bit careful. But yeah, that was fun. It was fun. It was cute. And he did Danny's old dance at him to taunt him. And then there was a really fun bit where Toni and Orange Cassidy were like tangoing through the ring and then like
brilliant
doing tag team moves on Death Riders. That was the happiest I was ever in this pay-per-view. Like, can this go on for another several hours, please? Like, this match felt really short and I was like, no, that I could have done a bit more of that one actually.
Yeah. That one should have gone on for like 25 minutes. I was having a great time.
So there's 8 people in this match. Give us more. And commentary remembered that Wheeler Yuta had formally betrayed Orange Cassidy. So that was a nice thing that they remembered that. Sometimes they don't.
Yeah. Sometimes they don't.
Sometimes they don't.
In all fairness, there is a lot to remember. There's a lot of lore to remember.
It's
in
always
general,
foremost in my mind. What has this person done against Orange Cassidy is like the thing to remember. How have they mistreated my boy?
They must pay. They must pay for this.
Yeah, keeping accounts. And we will not be forgiving Jon Moxley until Orange Cassidy has murdered him, and then we'll think about it.
Or gives him a heartfelt apology. And a box of chocolates and some flowers.
And a little cuddle and maybe a puppy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. then we'll talk. I think some weird stuff was going on with the music for the entrances for this. And I think I know why they did it, but they had a conglomeration entrance. And then Toni Storm's entrance. And then Mark Briscoe had a separate entrance. And I assume because he has his like tribute to Jay in there, but it's like, but he is in the conglomeration. I don't know where he didn't come out with them. Yeah, he could have. Yeah, bit weird.
It would have.
Sure.
Yeah, it was a bit much. Maybe to have 3 themes. I think maybe they could have done it in 2.
Yeah, or 1. They could have all just come out. I mean, the whole point of the conglomeration is that they're just a kind of loose association of faces. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, like. Even if, we know, like, if Toni and Mina aren't in the conglomeration, they were adopted into it for that night, so it could have been fine. But I suppose they wanted the pop from Toni's entrance that it always gets. So, you know, that I get it. I get why Toni.
If you want the pop from Toni Storm's entrance, you should book a Toni Storm match. Anyway.
Yeah.
Boo.
Toni Khan. We're back to that again. Toni Khan.
Everything comes back to that, though.
It does.
It just does. But Yuta took the pin, as he should. And there was a big celebration, and that was nice, because Willow and Harley came out, and Mina and Luther came out. I do have some slight beef with their live director again for kind of fucking up Mina's arrival. Like, we saw Toni react and the music play, but they sort of were facing the wrong way. It was a bit weird. It was like, it was the big emotional moment. Why have you shot it like this?
Yeah, they kind of the way it went, because the camera went to something where like not very much interesting was happening. I was like, I think maybe they just cut to it at the wrong time, to be honest.
They did.
Yeah. Someone leaned on the button. Okada! What we told you about that?
All right, we'll allow it. And I did really enjoy the Mina came out and leapt into Tony's arms for a big like cuddle and spin, and then Orange Cassidy did the same thing. Although part of me was like, are we being too heteronormative here? Are we like, hey, look, she's cuddling a woman, but she's also cuddling a man? But then I was like, but it's sort of subversive because Orange Cassidy didn't pick her up. She was the big strong one, and he was the pretty princess. So maybe it's fine.
Yes. So
and I think fine. I think they even said on commentary something about them being a throuple, and I am here for that. So
I wouldn't be mad at that.
That would be delightful. Yeah, we should have intergender trios, and Toni, Mina, and Orange Cassidy should be the trios champs.
Yeah.
Nothing
I also
controversial
think,
there.
And if that's the case, if the law is that if you become a trio, then you have to be a throuple, then I nominate Hangman, Swerve, and Kenny.
Yeah. In fact, I think that is now canon. If you are a trio, you are a throuple.
It's just been decreed.
That's just what it is. Yeah.
It's just what it is. That's what you're agreeing to when you join a trio now.
Yeah. This was definitely at least a 5 hearts for me because it sparked a lot of joy.
I would give it. It was, like I say, it was my co-favourite match of the night. For completely different reasons to Mox and Fletcher. It was lovely. It was joyful.
Was lovely.
And that's what we needed.
Yeah, sparkly pink hearts.
Should have been the main event, then I would have been happier at the end.
It should have gone on for at least an hour.
Yeah.
It should have been the main event.
And then someone could have just handed the belt to Swerve.
Yes. Oh, if Swerve was going to win, I'd allow the match to happen.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Anyway, what can we do? Nothing can be done. Nothing can be done about this.
They've
sadness.
done it now.
Fucking have, haven't they? Well, we can fix this. Just give it Bandido in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, that would be a great fix, wouldn't it?
Oh, and then he can have the unified one as well because he would be the Ring of Honor champion. And there you go. Stack them up.
That's how you keep the unified title.
And Brody King has to carry around all of Bandido's belts for him.
Yes,
when he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
That'd be lovely.
Oh, that's the other thing, though. Now we know that's coming, and it's like I don't want to hear the promos.
Feels bad, man.
I don't want to hear the promos.
Well, I haven't watched any of the stuff that MJF did when he went to CMLL and he had John Cruz as his valet. I don't know what any of that stuff was like. If it was any better than we fear it's going to be.
I think he was doing the usual xenophobic American shit, but it was framed in a way that made him the villain.
Well, yeah, because it's in Mexico, yeah. So
and I think that's all that makes all the difference. That makes all the difference. It's
does.
like if you actually frame it like this is a bad person doing bad things, it's easier to take.
Because we talked about this briefly when we talked about Rev Pro Uprising, because Shah Samuels came out with an England flag in Wales. And that marked him as like the heel of this match because that is going to get booed because you're in Wales. If he did that in London, I still think there would be a proportion of the audience that would boo him because holding an England flag feels very much like an act of xenophobia, if not outright aggressive racism right now. But it would play differently. It would, and the vibe would be different. And so it is. You're right. It's about where it is. So I don't know. I hope it's not going to be terrible, but I fear that it is going to be terrible.
Yeah, I worry that it's if you're going to do this and you're going to have him say the things I am concerned they're going to have him say, then frame it in a way where you can categorically not argue that.
Well, Bandido should win if he was going to do that. Bandido should win. But I don't, anyway.
That's the other thing. It's like if the massive racist wins at the end, like the massive racist character, before anyone gets at me, is like if you have the massive racist win at the end, it's like when Triple H beat Booker T after being astoundingly racist to him for the entirety of the build to the match.
Oh.
And then Triple H still won at the end. Like, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good times.
No, real bad.
And the thing is that the way that the show has presented him as well. I've seen people say that after the beatdown from Swerve and Hangman on Dynamite on 34th Street, this is the start of a babyface redemption angle.
That was complete nonsense, yeah.
Exactly. So while people are saying, no, you shouldn't have to spell it out, some people who are watching clearly do need it spelled out.
Yeah.
And I don't like that any more than anyone else does. I don't like that things need to be spelled out. But clearly they do.
Okay, I have two thoughts that I must say before I forget them, because I have a brain like a sieve. Number one, we are almost starting to get to the point where we need a euphemism for MJF along the lines of unfortunate circumstances, because he is haunting this podcast too much.
Yeah,
I don't know what it would be, but I'm going to keep an eye out for one. My other thought is, I think I know what we could do with Adam Cole, but we're not going to do it. But I wish we would, which is... It's yet again me being like, what if we did comedy/gothic horror in our wrestling, and we don't do that. That isn't what happens. But I do think that the ghost of Adam Cole should haunt MJF everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
I just want to see like anytime Max walks past a mirror, Adam Cole's just standing in the mirror.
See, we're drifting into bad WCW territory, unfortunately.
No, Joy, because like I want to see Max like not be able to sort his hair out because he can't look in mirrors, because Adam Cole is forever there just staring at him with those big blue eyes.
That would be... Thing is, they could do that in a way that would be very funny and entertaining to us specifically.
Yes.
But I already know the criticisms that would come from doing it.
They wouldn't give me the ghost of Bryan Danielson, and now you're telling me I can't have the ghost of Adam Cole either.
Why won't you let us have ghosts? We want ghosts.
We want ghosts. We want ghosts.
Give us a ghost.
And the ghost of Chuck Taylor also following... Mox around everywhere he goes. Or Utah. No, he should be haunting Utah. That's what he should be doing.
Yeah. Just following Utah around going, you did this. You killed me. Yeah.
Except it turns out that like the ghost of Adam Cole is just a manifestation of MJF's guilt. And the ghost of Chuck Taylor is actually just Chuck Taylor with pan makeup on, annoying people. That's how that should happen. It's like, there's nothing supernatural here.
See, I thought Adam Cole could maybe be the ghost of Adam Cole, but actually he's just fucking with MJF, which is also
that
funny.
Is also good. That is also good. Why won't any of these men dress up as ghosts for us? It's just not fair.
You bastards. Be a ghost.
Be a ghost. Oh dear. Right, where were we? The Women's World Championship match, Chris Statlander versus Jamie Hayter. The reaction to this was quite muted, and to be fair, I think it's because we didn't really build to it very well at all, and it was a bit nothingy. Like I love Statlander, but Jamie Hayter has not really established much of a personality since she's been back, and I think there were no real stakes. I think we've got to give women time and storylines and stakes to make people care. Yeah.
But the prime example of that, it was like the Toni and Mariah story. Like people that they did stuff to get people invested in that, and there aren't as in-depth stories going on with the rest of the women. Like, and this isn't a sort of slight against Toni at all, because she's doing great work, but it's like nobody quite has the story depth that had. And I think if you did do more women's storylines with that level of depth, it would get the same sort of reaction. Like,
but it's a vicious cycle, because they go, people don't care about the women, so we won't give them any time. And it's like, well, they're not gonna unless you invest some time in it.
But also, I think at the same time, it is up to people who want to see more women's wrestling to actually get locked in on it and watch more of it, and then that will make they will have to do more if it's a case of it, because at the end of the day they're still a corporation. At the end of the day, like, they are going to do what makes the money, so we have to kind of collectively do more to sort of watch the women's stuff and not just treat it like a loo break and things like.
I want to watch art, not product.
Yes, yeah, this is the thing. Well, this is the very boring way to talk about it, but it's like they aren't investing more in it because it doesn't always get the highest ratings. Like, the Toni stuff got big ratings kind of thing, but you know, you need that level of investment all the time, but you kind of have to, I guess we as fans have to play ball with it a bit as well, because they are going where the money is.
I'm trying, but I'm poor.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, all you can do is watch, you know, even if it's just watch the show from start to finish and don't turn it over when the women are on. You know, it's something as simple as that, or just like, I think there's got to be action on both sides. Do you know what I mean? Like, we have to pay more attention to it, and they have to invest more in it. And it's like we're kind of at an impasse where they won't invest more into it because we're not watching it. So we need to watch it. If we want more women's stuff, we need to watch it. Simple.
What if every Dynamite... See, the problem is, I don't stay up to watch live, therefore I can't flood their machine that pulls the tweets out into the thing.
Machine that pulls the tweets out.
Software, whatever. I've forgotten how to podcast. But I could just schedule a bunch of tweets, like, with the most generic, like, I love Chris Statlander, she is the best wrestler, AEW is good. And then they'll just have to be like, oh, that's a nice, boring, positive tweet. We'll put that on screen.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I can't figure out how to bend the system to my will, but I will think about it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I say, we're kind of at an impasse at this point because, like, people are going, well, you should invest more time in the women's division. And it's like, they're going, well, we can't because you don't watch it. So it's like, what do you do?
Do they know, like, how granular is their information? Like, I know there does seem to be some info on, like, different segments of the show and how many people are watching. And that's probably it's a Trish and Sarah question. Like,
yeah.
Because I don't know how that's tracked. Isn't it, like, only by a very small sample selection of people who have Nielsen boxes, or am I still in the past? I don't know how they know. I don't know how they track it.
I think, but they have changed it recently, so I don't actually know how the new system works. But apparently they are going to start including HBO Max in the ratings, which is probably going to do AEW a lot of good. Because in every single poll I've seen, like, whenever anyone's run, like, a straw poll, and it's not small numbers of people either, it's like, how do you watch AEW? And the majority of people are either watching it through Max or they're using a VPN and getting it through Triller. So I think probably the HBO ratings being included will probably help AEW, I think, because it's like, it seems like about half the people watching are watching via a streamer rather than, like, traditional TV.
I never know how much you can trust ratings and how much you can ever know. I don't know. I think I've spent too much time trying to do, like, sentiment analysis on social media posts to trust any automated kind of thing, because it's always gibberish. Anyway.
But it is still, in the grand scheme of things, a very small portion of people that are, like, actually getting analysed kind of thing. But like I say, they've changed the system, so I don't know if that's changed now, whether it is still 1,000 people with a Nielsen box.
I'm going to start scheduling fucking tweets during Dynamite.
Yeah, do it! See if it works.
How many tweets does Elon Musk's ex allow you to schedule in advance?
I don't know. I've never reached the upper limit, so I have no idea.
Okay, but yeah, I think this is just a 3-star. Like, Chris Statlander, but she didn't do a spaceship entrance or anything, and this match was fine. Chris did spit in Jamie's face. I wasn't a fan of that.
We don't like
girl.
spitty. We don't like
Spitty
spitty.
girls. Bleh.
Dirty. Bleh.
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 James.
James, dirty. Yeah, it was a fun match, but it was kind of like I didn't think Chris was losing here. I've seen some people sort of saying that they love Chris, but they're not sure about the gimmick. Like, she doesn't seem to be too over with the crowds, which is, I don't know how true that is, because she does get pops and stuff, so I'm not sure. But it does feel like something is missing somewhere, and I'm not sure what that is. I think she's more fun when she's silly. I think when she's messing about, like when she was messing about with Harley.
She needs friends. But she ain't got any.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think she's really good when she's got other people to bounce off.
Yeah. I love her anyway, but yeah, I think...
I love her as well. Like, I love her to bits, and I love her in the ring. I think she's great. But yeah, there's just something, I think, not connecting with this sort of iteration of her character a little bit. I think it's done great for her confidence. She seems a lot more confident than she did. But yeah, there's something just not connecting.
Though. Like,
yeah, that's
particularly with this, I think the stuff that she was doing with like Toni, like it did feel really urgent and exciting, but then like this, there was just nothing to work with. Like neither of them were really doing anything. There was just nothing there. It's like
there wasn't a lot. It was kind of like, well, we've worked together now at Blood and Guts. Shall we have a match? All right then. That was pretty much the build to it. And then they did
really super compelling.
They did try and build some heat after that with them scrapping during an interview and stuff. But it's it wasn't. There wasn't a great build to it. So it was
just like, I want the belt. Well, you can't have the belt.
yeah.
Okay.
There wasn't a lot to get your teeth into with it, unfortunately. Although the match itself was really good. It was really hard hitting. It was like they were proper stiff with each other, which I enjoy a lot. But yeah, it was just kind of like, I think it needed a bit more of a something behind it to make it a bit more meaningful.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But the match itself was really, really good and I enjoyed it. Who do we think's next for Stat?
Don't know. I think people were talking about like Tekla maybe, and I would like to see that.
I would love to see that. I think they could do some interesting work together.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good.
Yeah. And I think Tekla has enough like spark about her that it would feel a bit more lively than this. I think both Jamie and Chris maybe need someone a bit more forceful or a bit more like quirky even. I mean, Chris is plenty quirky, but like, I don't know how to fix this. I think we just need to invest more care into the women's division.
I think that's what it boils down to in the end. But yeah, I think
they've got the talent.
They've absolutely got the talent, and yeah, it's just a case of them being used a bit better and being given the time to. Like, I mean, this is another thing that we're bored of saying. Really, is like they just need the time to get people invested more, and I think Chris and Tekla could do some really fun stuff together because they're both kind of weird. And I think maybe their weirds will mesh well together.
I would like to at least try it, and let's find out.
Yeah, exactly. Like spooky spider lady versus alien. Like that should be brilliant, I think.
Yeah.
I think it'll work. I think it'll work if they do it.
It'll work. Yeah. And then the final match that we have to talk about, because we've already done the main event, is the final of the Continental Classic, Jon Moxley versus Okada. And I did spoil this for myself and also consequently the first two matches as well, because I decided that I wanted to zip to the end and watch the main event before any spoilers could reach me. And I didn't time it perfectly, and I managed to zip to seeing Mox win. I was like, whoops.
Did you watch the match in the end?
Yeah. No, I watched it all after. It was just like I'd taken some of the urgency out of it by being like, oh, I see who's in the final. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh well. This was a perfectly good match.
I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I thought it was fun. I thought I would say that Fletcher and Mox was the better match for me. I enjoyed that more. But I also enjoyed the fact that I was surprised by the outcome of the match. Like, I thought Okada was going to have the Continental again for another 12 months. So it's like, I was kind of chuffed that he didn't.
Yeah.
But that again brings up the, like, I don't know where this is going to go now, which I'm quite excited about with the whole Don Callis family drama.
Yeah, well, I mean, the semi-finals had 3 out of 4 guys in the Don Callis family, and they still managed to lose.
Yeah.
Overall, so... Yeah, if I were Don Callis, I would be displeased right now.
Very displeased. And but the thing is, it's like, who's he going to be more displeased with? And who is he going to pick at the end to be his favourite child? And it's like, I don't think throwing his weight behind Okada has paid off.
No.
Because he kind of threw Takeshita and Fletcher to the wolves a little bit in the name of Okada winning this and beating Moxley, and he didn't. He beefed it right at the end.
Yes.
So it's like, will like Kyle and Takeshita break away from Don, or will it be a case of Okada, you are more trouble than you're worth? And it's hard to say. I don't know.
Also, I didn't put this on the schedule because I didn't know where to put it, but on one of the shows, we saw that the Young Bucks had been covered in cling film and therefore couldn't wrestle for the rest of the year. And
oh my God, that was so funny. Those boys, if we were doing Gremlin points still, they would get points for that, I think. It was this genuine, sincere sadness when it was like, we're going to be out for the rest of the year. And it was like,
stupid.
A week.
Yeah, well, hopefully it is only a week, because I missed them already.
Hopefully. Yeah, they were sorely missed.
Kenny said something about having some business to attend to while they're out, and I don't know what that means.
No.
I don't know if that's anything Don Callis family related, or like, is he gonna go after who was he beefing with? He had a thing with his done
Andrade,
now, but like, oh yeah, that's true.
And Andrade's gonna be at Wrestle Kingdom.
Is Andrade in the Don Callis family?
yes.
I can't remember if he is or not. Okay.
I wondered if it was going to be Josh. No, nobody knows. Nobody knows what Kenny's up to at any given time. You will see him when we see him, and he will come and do some stuff and then go away again.
That's fair enough. He can do.
He is an enigma. He can do what he
Yeah.
wants. Yeah. But yeah, I thought, well, maybe he was going to go after Josh, and then that didn't really happen. But it might happen on Dynamite this week. We don't know. But the other thing is Wrestle Kingdom on Sunday,
I think.
Saturday.
Yeah. I think it's Saturday for us.
Yeah. So it's like, is he going to turn up there and interfere with Andrade? Because Andrade is he's going to be a member of the United Empire for this match that he's in at Wrestle Kingdom.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have not paid attention. I've been like, that's Wrestle Kingdom, make sure you set some time aside to watch it, and paid no attention. Oh, apart from Chris Brooks has got a match, hasn't he, with, I don't remember, is it Phantasmo or Despy? One of them. I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, that'd be good though. Yeah, I love that. I love Chris Brooks being on Wrestle Kingdom. That's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did see that he was, because they revealed him as a financial backer of the United Empire, Andrade.
Okay. Who's even in the fucking United Empire anymore? Like Callum Newman. Right? And then
Greater Khan, TJP. I think that might be it. It might just be the three of them. And then there was like, I think in that match, because it's a 10-man tag, I think 2 more people are joining. So Andrade is one of them, I think, but I don't know who the other guy is. But it's like, yeah, I don't know. Does that mean Kenny's going to pop up at Wrestle Kingdom? Who knows? Who knows?
I mean, any excuse to go to Japan, I'm sure he'll.
I'm sure, yeah. That because he did last year as well, didn't he? Because he went over for Wrestle Dynasty, which isn't happening this year. For whatever reason.
No. Because the next AEW pay-per-view is Revolution, right?
Yeah. We've
got a little break.
We've got a little break, and hopefully they'll use the time well to build to something good. We shall see, though. I don't know. We don't know where he's going to pop up next.
We don't know.
Have to keep your eyes peeled.
This is a hell of a meander. Fucking hell. Right, okay. So, Jon Moxley beat Okada. No one saw this coming at the beginning of the tournament, so that's exciting.
No. It does
mean Okada is now not the Continental Champion and therefore not the Unified Champion, which means he is still the International Champion.
Yes.
Mox is the Continental Champion and Ricochet is the National Champion. It's just silly.
I think the Unified now just goes back up on a shelf.
Just goes in the bin until... Yeah.
Until somebody wins two.
But we still do have a national
titles,
and an international for some reason. And a national belt that still got defended in a country that wasn't America.
Yeah.
Bygones. And then the Death Riders all came into the ring and they all just had a nice little celebration together about Mox winning, and nobody betrayed anybody. And Mox did a little speech about how great they are and how they want to be the elite of the elite in all elite wrestling, and how the fans are great and AEW is great. And it's just like, but
I think the thing with this is that the story of the tournament was Mox realizing that all of the things he said about, like, you don't deserve to see this title, you're all not working hard enough, like, nobody puts in the effort. I think maybe during the course of the tournament he's actually seen that, you know, yes they are putting the effort in. Yes, they are working.
Forgive him.
No, I'm not saying that it doesn't. I don't think we're supposed to yet.
Okay.
I don't think we're supposed to yet. I think the crowd have. The crowd clearly have. Yeah. But I don't think we're supposed to yet. I think that's for when he gets murdered. Notable by his absence, speaking of, Pac. Pac was not there.
Pac, at one point, I think, was... supposed to be in the mixed nuts match, but then they changed it to Danny, and someone said that was just because they released that too early and it signaled the result of some match or other. But then maybe you wanted to go home for Christmas, who knows?
I think I was wondering that it's like maybe he decided to go home and stay home a bit longer, like that could have been an issue.
The 27th.
Yeah, it was the 27th. But, like...
maybe he couldn't get a flight.
I mean, day after Boxing Day could be a bit difficult.
Risky. Yeah.
But he would probably have to leave earlier than that as well, which is, like, he would have to leave on Boxing Day, which would suck. So, like, I think he's probably just at home. But, yeah, in kayfabe, that was an interesting... like, it's an interesting omission that he wasn't there for all that with the rah-rah speech.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Pac would have agreed with it. Because Pac is still very much like, you're all not on my level because you're all lazy and you're not working hard enough.
I need to go back and examine everyone's facial expressions and...
and
make my own conspiracy theories.
But I think it's kind of like... yeah, I think that's maybe going to play into it in the kayfabe sense. Like, he wasn't there because it's like he doesn't... like, Mox has got this new lease on life kind of thing. Like, it's like, everyone's really good at wrestling and everyone's great and I love them. And Pac's like, no! Because he's a goblin. So, yeah, I think I don't think Mox losing... I don't think Mox winning the Continental precludes him from getting murdered. Because he's lost his edge. Okay. He's still lost his edge. He's talking about how much everyone's really good and he loves them. He's not trying to be better than them anymore. He's like... It's like, we're all really fucking good. Which is true. Which, you know, absolutely true. What he's saying is facts. But it's like, in story... That's not the Death Riders' way of doing things. It's, we are the elite. We are the elite of the elites. And we're better than all of you. So it's like, there's the ideologies don't match anymore. Because Mox has smoked a blunt and loves everybody now. So it's...
Did an edible, now he loves everybody in the room. Yeah. What heart rating would you give this match between Mox and Okada?
I would give it a solid 4 again. Okay. I'm probably giving everything solid 4s this episode. But...
Apart from a -1,000,000,000. But yeah.
Apart from that, yeah. Given specifically to MJF, because fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Max. But, alright, okay, so... But, okay. I guess I'm willing to let Mox cook and see where this goes. But I do feel like we are being robbed of all our crash out eras that we have anticipated. Like, we thought we were going to get an MJF crash out era and we didn't get it. We got that one single promo on the stairs talking about how Adam Cole broke his heart. We wanted a Mox crash out era and we didn't get it because now he's the Continental Champion. And I don't know why we're not allowed to have men crash out and cry when that's everything we want. And there's a comedian on Instagram called Sergio Chili who was formerly on Infomania, if anybody remembers that. And he has been doing a series of videos on how useless AI actors are.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's still bad to use AI, even when you're saying AI is bad, but they are extremely funny. And so the gag is that he's a director and he's trying to get these AI actors to do what he needs them to do. And one of the running problems he has with them is that AI-generated men will not say they're scared, even if he writes a script and gives them prompts to say they're scared. Like, the men in the scene will not say the line that is attributed to them and the woman in the scene will say it instead, or they'll morph into a woman, or the wrong voice will come out of the different person's mouth, or like something really fucked up will happen. But yeah, he'd written this thing and he tried it so many different times to get, like, it was supposed to be like a man, a woman and their child, I think, and it's like there's a noise of an intruder and the man says, "What's that? I'm scared." And the woman goes to investigate, and the AI would never do it. It would always send the man off to investigate, and it would always make the woman say she was scared for whatever reason. Well, because it's been fed training data, I guess.
And the training data is written by tech bro misogynists. Yes. So, you know.
Exactly. But yeah, all this is to say, what do we have to do to see a man crash out?
I really don't know.
The data does not exist.
It's like...
Data not found.
Blood out of a stone, innit? Like, it's like... But it would be so interesting. It would be far more interesting. Like, I would take that over what Max is doing at the minute.
Yes. Yes.
But then now they've given him a belt, so he's not going to.
No.
You know. Unless he immediately loses to Bandido, then he might.
I hope he fucking does, but I don't think he will.
I don't think he will either.
I don't want to buy into everybody's pessimistic prediction that he's going to hang on to it until Ospreay comes back and that's going to be it all in, because that's 8 months away and I can't. That's too long.
I don't want it, but I think that's what we're getting.
It's so long. August is so far away.
Yeah, couldn't let Hangman keep it for longer than 4 months, but Max is going to get it for
I want to see a man lose and cry.
Yeah. It really wouldn't be hard to make me like MJF again.
No, I know.
And that's how you do it.
But that's how I was feeling right before he came back, and then he came back and was like, "No, fuck you, I'm worse." And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that way it's like hoping he'd come back and do something better was not what we got.
No, it wasn't.
But at the end of in the end, it's like at this point, I'm not expecting him to do better.
No, that is the other thing. It's like everyone's been like, let him cook, and it's like, I've tasted what he's cooking. It's not good.
Yeah, the bitch is making beans on toast. We don't want it.
There's mould on the bread.
There's mould on the bread. The beans went off like a year ago. It's bad. It's bad, Brenda. Yeah, it wouldn't take much to make me invested in the character and at least interested in the character and what the character is doing, but they're not going to do it. So, and this is the thing, like I've said as a sort of counterpoint to, oh, well, he's a heel, he's meant to be a heel, he's meant to be awful. It's like two storylines in 2025 got nixed because of how bad the misogyny went over.
Yeah. And this is his third strike in 2025 alone. And the first one got Jeff Jarrett booted off television, but didn't seem to have the same result for MJF at all. You know, so it's like, yeah, fool me once. I've given up on hoping that this character is ever going to be anything more than an annoying little misogynist that I don't particularly want to see. No.
Prove me wrong. I would love it if you prove me wrong.
Please. I would love to be sitting here in a year's time being like, MJF has done amazing work this year.
I would love to be able to do that. I'm just not going to hold my breath that it happens.
No. Meanwhile, Mercedes Moné is crashing out for us, and for that, we love her.
Icon and legend. Mercedes, we love you.
We had Lexi, was it?
Lexi, yeah.
She's just screaming in her dressing room.
So good.
Screaming.
So good.
And then, smashing up a mirror.
Just sounded like an absolute banshee. I love that the diva room decorations that they've given her was just a big light with an M on it and a cactus. That's the outlandish diva rider. A cactus and a lamp.
It is also funny that, they had Lexi be like, well, this has been a tough year for you. And she's like, I am Ultimo Moné. I won like 13 belts. And she's still got, 8 or 9?
Yeah.
She's still
having a really good year. But she isn't. Terrible. Worst year ever.
I love it. I saw someone suggest that she should win the, what is it? The DDT one that's like people lose it to like a book. It's like a 24-hour hardcore. Is it the heavy
metal weight title?
I don't know, maybe. Whatever it is, it's the one that like you basically have to defend it 24/7 and you can lose it to inanimate objects. And like, I think Kip Sabian had it for a bit, and then I think Penelope won it off him, and then Yoshihiko won it off. I don't know. It's
the
chaotic.
Iron Man heavy metal weight.
There you go.
Iron Man heavy metal weight. Title.
I would like to see her win that one and then lose it to something ridiculous. That would be fun.
That would be great. If she loses at least one title to like a cactus, that would be
yeah. Oh, how fucking amazing. Yeah, Mercedes, keep it up. You're doing great work. We love you.
Yeah, we love you, Mercedes. Please.
We could be saying this about you, Max, but we're not.
Yeah, we could
you're not doing good work.
Not. You're not doing good work. Be better, as Marina Shafir would say.
Yeah.
Do better.
Do better. Just don't be shit. Stop eating
It's
moldy
really
beans.
hard. It's really not hard to not be shit.
I mean, in this particular instance, it's like, it would be really easy to fix, but you're not doing it.
Yeah, no.
And it does make us think that you have a bad personality. So
yeah.
Maybe fix that.
I think it's, the doubling down on it is, it's like, oh, well, that went over like a cup of cold sick last time. Let's do it again. Oh, same thing happened again. Oh, let's do it again. Like, why? Why?
But I don't understand why Tony Khan is letting him do it over and over again.
He shouldn't, really.
No.
I don't know what the deal is there, whether it was re-signing time, so it was just let's let him do whatever he wants. I don't know.
But didn't he re-sign for... I don't know when it was. Wasn't it the bidding war of 2024? Can't have been that long ago, can it?
It was, I think. Yeah. And then he re-signed anyway. So I wouldn't. But then maybe he only signed like a 12-month contract. Don't know.
I thought it was longer. I don't know.
No idea.
I've seen him do good things in the past.
That's the most frustrating thing about it, isn't it? It's like we know he can do better. He's just choosing not to.
You make me look an idiot, MJF, and that's what I don't like, because I thought you were good, and now you're just being shit, and that's embarrassing.
Yeah. It is. It's shit and
it's like I've taken my prize puppy to Crufts, and he's just shat on the floor.
Just shat in the little tunnel.
Yeah. And they just rolled around it. I'm like, Max, go out. You're supposed to be running a race. The clock's running and you're just rolling in your own shit.
Oh, Max, you've got to stop rolling around in your own shit, love. Oh, dear. Yeah, it's... that's the thing. I think that's the thing. It's like if he was a shithead and we knew he was a shithead and didn't expect better because we've never seen better, that would be one thing. But we have, and we know he's more than capable of it. And it's like an active choice not to be better. And again, it's like, well, he's just doubling down on it to make people actually boo him. And it's like, you're gonna be knee deep in sub fucking 4chan nonsense, and even then it might not work. People probably won't boo him.
I probably wouldn't boo. I'd probably just be like, right, I'm going to the bar, so I don't have to watch this.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't get the result anyway.
No, either way, it's like you could, like, doubling down on it is not working.
No.
Do something else.
Fucking stop
Do something better.
Do something else. Yeah. All right, well, we've managed to spend 2.25 hours mostly talking about him, which is really annoying.
Really annoying.
You're off the schedule next week, Max. I don't care what you fucking do.
We'd love to not be talking, or we'd either like to be talking about him positively or not talking about him at all. Like, we don't want to, like, keep having to do this. And it keeps happening. We'll
just be like, well, this was a really short Dynamite. It's only about an hour and a half.
That's the thing. I am tempted. I am literally tempted to tune into Dynamite like 25 minutes in.
Yeah, give yourself
Wednesday.
that time to skip it.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll be first out?
I bet. Yeah, because it's the big lead-in, isn't it, in terms of ratings?
God.
Because he's going to get all the spots that give him a nice little cushion. Which is interesting that he got that and Hangman didn't a lot of the time. But that's a whole other issue.
But that's the thing again, isn't it? Is that, like, I can't necessarily blame the man who plays MJF for that, because that's probably not his
that's
decision.
A showrunner choice.
How long he gets, what point in the show he gets. That is a showrunner choice.
Yeah.
And they need to stop making that choice.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Do we need to think of a new bit for 2026, or do we just not no bits 26?
No bits 26, brilliant. Maybe that's the bit in itself, is no bits 26.
Yeah.
I don't know, we should do a thing.
2026 is every week we figure out what the ghost of Adam Cole should have been doing on that episode.
that could actually work.
Photoshopping him into the background. Oh, but Adam Cole, I don't want you to be a ghost. You should be alive.
Yeah.
So,
we want him to be
maybe
very much alive, Adam Cole.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do hope that means he's able to, in whatever capacity. Like, I hope.
Yeah, we're gonna go full fucking Chikara or PWG and have like Adam Cole and Chuck Taylor on commentary.
That would be so fun. I would love that.
Okay, so maybe we'll have a think about it. Like, maybe it could be like a happy thing of the week, a thing that we liked, that we saw, like,
thing that brought us great joy.
Show. Yeah, like, I think it would be nice to pick something that will make us happy.
Yes, yeah.
So maybe it should be that.
We should pick a thing every week that gives us great joy.
Okay. We'll pick, joy of the week. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Let's do that. Okay. Well, in that case, we will be back with you next Saturday and every Saturday. If you enjoyed this episode, please do rate, review, subscribe, leave comments, do all those things, tell your friends, tweet at us, don't tweet us, skeet at us, post on Blue Sky, post on Instagram, your thoughts on what we're saying, as long as you're being nice to us. Don't be mean, we won't like that. We are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Casts, all other podcast apps that exist, I think. And we are also on YouTube, if that is your preferred place to listen to podcasts.
And I'm still getting people finding out, actually, that we're on YouTube. Yeah, people didn't know. We need to be better about advertising that a little bit.
Yes. Yeah, and you can follow us on Blue Sky. We are wafflybollox.bsky.social, awfullywaffly.bsky.social, and rassletrash.is.goblin.fyi. I think that's right.
That is right, yep.
You can email us at wafflybollox@gmail.com, and you can get your Silly Graps t-shirts from co-fi.com/rassletrash/shop. Why did I write such a long outro?
That was a very long outro. It was longer than normal. You were doing it for the casuals.
I am. I'm like, new year, new listeners, maybe.
Dumbass.
I found that fucking GIF like this week and was like, need to save that for Thursday.
Yeah, go post it on Thursday. That's a tradition now.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, by the time you're listening to this, that will have already passed. So you can check and see if we actually did or if we're idiots. Okay, well, bye.
Bye. Love you, bye.